It needs to be continued. Mr. Portnow, I'm telling you right now, you've made a very grave mistake. You've discounted a whole group of people that need to be heard. We're not going to sit back and wait for you to let this go by. Because we know for a fact that once these categories have been eliminated and the show goes through, there's not going to be any going back. That's all I've got to say.
Bill Birdsong Miller, Grammy winner.
It's an honor to be here. I'd like to greet you in my language. Sego Kunamante, and it means greetings, greetings, my brothers and sisters. And just the time, the half hour I spent with these people is deep. And I believe in this nation. I walk into restaurants, it's funny, in LA, and I get strange looks. I don't have tattoos or nose rings or anything like going on. I guess people don't know what an American Indian is. Are you in a movie? No, I'm here, I'm a musician. So, I'm going to start off my 2-minute statement here. Thank you for letting me be here. My name is Bill Birdsong Miller, and I'm honored to be here to represent the Best Native American Music Album category. I've been blessed with 3 Grammys in this category during the past 6 years. Along with many other First Nations people, I lobbied hard to get our musical heritage recognized by NARAS, and I'm disappointed to see it taken away so quickly. As you are probably aware, the Best Native American Music Album category has been combined with Zydeco, Cajun, and Hawaiian music to create the Best Regional Roots Music Album category. Zydeco, Cajun, Hawaiian, and Native American music have their own unique function, unique beauty, and spirit, and they cannot be compared with one another. It would be like combining hard rock, bluegrass, and classical. They are apples and oranges. Just as the First Nations people of the Americas were forced to abandon their heritage and merge with the colonial culture, assimilating these 3 very diverse genres of music takes away our uniqueness and our integrity. I believe in the power and the beauty of my heritage and category as much as I believe in building bridges and reconciling through the gift of music. All of the lost categories in the Grammys have this in common. We are gifted. We are gifted in spirit, music, and soul. I hope that this door remains open for not only Native Americans, but for all the diverse musicians that will come in the generations after us. I am thankful for my inclusion in the greater community of Grammy artists, and I intend to offer my continued support to NARAS as it furthers the greater cause of music. Thank you.
Lisa Haley, representing Cajun and Zydeco music.
Good morning, I'm Lisa Haley and I represent Cajun Zydeco musicians.
Right. Yeah.
My adopted father was Joe Cedian, Cajun accordion legend from Lawtell, Louisiana, and a whole bunch of us moved out to Los Angeles after World War II because there was no work in Louisiana. So there are now Cajun and Zydeco bands all over the world. The only continent that we do not have a Cajun or Zydeco band on so far is Africa, and we're working on that. I am seated today in between my brother Bill Birdsong Miller, 3 times Grammy winner, and Auntie Jerry Kuhia. Bill is representing, of course, Native American music, and Jerry's representing Hawaiian. When they created this new category at the Recording Academy for Regional American music, they forgot one thing. Hawaii is an awfully long way from Louisiana. Now I'm going to read my statement. We fully acknowledge that the Recording Academy Board of Governors is duly elected with full confidence of members to represent our best interests and make those decisions which move both Academy members and our music industry in general forward into a brighter and more insightful future. For the most part, over the years, this board has done an admirable job. It's a lot of work, folks, and it's gratis. It's volunteer. However, we must take exception with this latest and most drastic action on the part of our board. Surely, this elimination of many venerable categories for the Grammy and this deplorable and degrading lumping together of completely unassociated categories in the interest of expediency should have warranted not only a full and reasoned discussion by all members, but also a full vote. Can I hear an amen? Is there anyone in our NARAS organization who would not have preferred the increase, even the doubling, of our yearly dues in order to keep many of these decimated categories intact on the ballot? Can I hear amen? Amen. Speaking myself for the worldwide Zydeco Cajun musical community, the idea that genres of music as diverse as Hawaiian, Native American, and Zydeco Cajun should be forced to compete against each other for a single Grammy is deplorable, an insult to our respective and growing genres, each of which are widely diverse, treasured, and richly cultured American musical styles. Those who have combined us into one Grammy category have done this with great disrespect for the gaping diversity of our genres, lack of concern for our young people, who are the future of our cultures, and they show their unfortunate lack of education and concern for the vast difference between each of these musical styles. Yes, we are all facets of historic American music, but I call on our board to speedily reverse this decision and allow for the input and democratic process which this situation surely demands. Thank you very much.
Hawaiian music, please.
Let's show them that we are here for a purpose. Aloha! Aloha! Oh, that's much better. Yes. In Hawaii, aloha means a lot, especially as far as our music is concerned. After all, our musicians are in Hawaii. We also are here and abroad, many, many states and countries. And it started with our kupunas who had brought it to our attention and inspired it into us why we should continue our legacy as far as Hawaiian music. Hawaiian music has a lot of meaning to it. It tells stories of everything that we have been through our generations as it goes down the line. I was surprised to find out this morning that we have been eliminated and we are categorized with American Indian and Cajun. I mean, it's not too bad, but we all love each other. And it's quite unfair to do something like this, for each one of us has our own expression of our music, songs, and of course Hawaiian hula, like American Indians. We all love each other, and we are here to fight for the right of each one of us, for them to put the Hawaiian music separate from American and from Cajun. And we hope that they're listening to all of us, and from all of us, and from me, and everyone in Hawaii, mahalo and aloha.
We also have several statements from artists that are not here today, and we'll make those available to the press, and if we have a little bit of time, we'll read some of the shorter statements. I was just informed that Edward James Olmos is here, and he would like to make a statement.
thank you so much for allowing me just to come up and just say thank you to all the people that are here today and all of those who came to help and support, and to the media. I'd just like to say one thing. It's an interesting thing when people start to cut for certain reasons. At any given moment, whenever you start to cut, what you're saying is that there are too many. Pretty soon we'll probably start cutting cultures because there's just too many. And what is interesting is that in the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences, they're adding. I think we give out more Oscars than you give out Grammys because of all the technical, Oscar nominations, and the nominations are overwhelming. In the category of motion pictures, they went from 5 to 10 nominations for the year. This Academy here has really done an injustice to all of us, and I hope they really understand that this is just the beginning of a really, really misunderstanding of exactly what they should be doing at this time in the history of music. They should be adding music to this situation, not taking away from it.
Thank you. Just a short footnote to that statement. One of the things that Neil Portnow said was that the canvas was getting to be too broad, so they had to make it smaller. Well, the response to that is that it needs to be a big canvas, and even bigger yet, to reflect the diversity that's real American music, all right? I'd like to bring up Ismael Carlo, actor and record producer as well.
Yeah, he's...
Good morning.
Good morning.
The reason I became a producer of an independent record label, Café con Bagels Life of Jazz, was and is my love for my music. Latin jazz / mambo / salsa. First, we fight to get a Grammy Latin Jazz category.
Amen.
Then, once we get the Grammy category, we are relegated not to be seen receiving the Grammy Latin Jazz Award. And now, no Grammy Award at all. As a music, Latin jazz and all the others mentioned are as American as any other indigenous music of this country. We are a product of this country, and we must be heard and seen. Having awards bestowed on our artists means revenue for the artists, an independent label like Café con Bagels, Life Force Jazz, and all other independent labels in a country based in a monetary system. Thank you.
Since he's an actor, I'm going to ask him to give voice to somebody who's really next to impossible to read the statement without hearing his voice. But we got a statement from Bill Cosby, and I'd like to start with reading.
From 109, we have remaining 78 Grammy Awards in 2012. How did NARAS ever get to 109? Was it something they weren't paying attention to and then woke up and saw that these categories were not relevant? Have they played themselves out? So now you have 78, and a year after maybe 33. Perhaps you could make the status smaller. I'm sorry, statues. Wouldn't they be cheaper? But